Hi, it's Carrie. I'm in a new setting now. This is the back room and this is where I'm going to be basically permanently for my videos now. And I cannot thank Jason, the other half, enough for everything that he's done to help me get this set up. He is absolutely amazing. Yeah, enough gushing. I am going to be trying out Pyrography. Now this is a Kirsty Allsop kit, but I got this in Hobbycraft. Now Hobbycraft is quite expensive. As you can see, it was reduced to £20, but I have seen Pyrography pens for sale for 50 plus. So considering this has bits of wood in it as well, varying tips, it says 8 designer tips on here, I'm hoping that this is going to be worth it. Let's get into it. One of the benefits of my new space is that you can see what I'm doing so much better. So, this is quite a large box. Let's take a quick look at the back. It says that I get the Pyrography tool, writing tips and decorative tips, as well as some blanks to try out on, and the instructions. So let's try and get into this now. There we go. Ooh, okay. Okay, everything is covered in a plastic thing. So we've got decorative tips, writing tips, a few little wooden circles, different wooden surfaces to try on. This must be a stand for the pen when it's hot, and here is the pen itself. Instructions seem to be behind everything, so okay. Managed to pry it open at a corner. Right, here's the tool. This itself is a chiseled tip, so I suppose I could use this as it is for some things. There's plastic around here which I'll have to get rid of. Nice rubber grip. That's actually really comfortable for something so huge. That's really comfortable. Got Kirsty's little brand on there. I like this. Okay, I'll put that to one side for now. A blanks, rectangular bookmark, a couple of plant identifiers, 2 of them, a miniature version, got a plaque with a hole in it, a round necklace type with a hole in it, a couple of gift tag sort of ones, a little square, a little rectangle. We've also got a big square with a knot on one side and a large circle. And these are the selection of natural rounds we've got. The little stand was jammed right in there. Let's see if I can figure out how this works. Well, that's easy enough. Decorative tips. Let's take a look at the sort of shapes these are. They're really heavy. Well, we're starting with a tip that would give a stripy pattern. This one could make stars or flowers. Looks a bit like a drill bit. Here we have a triangle. It would have a weird dot in the middle and round bits around it, but and this one is concentric circles. Writing tips. There's the chisel tip that came in the pen, a slightly smaller chisel tip. This one is a needle point or a bullet. We've got a small pinhead, and we also have a larger version of that. Now it's time to read the instructions. We've already gone through what is included. Might also need all sorts of different things. Well, I'm gonna find a pencil and a rubber, possibly a ruler for this. Then there's the warning, it's not a toy. So these are the actual instructions. I have chosen my test piece. I have got all of the tips ready for my disposal. I'm just undoing the wire here so I can get the tool heating up. Basically, the instructions just said, these are the things that you can do, why not try them? And that was it. So I'll be back when this is heated up. This is hot. The tip did go silver and the stem was starting to discolour, but now everything's the same. I'm not touching it, that's as close as I'm getting. It seems like it's warm enough. I've left it for the right amount of time. I even put my watch on to make sure. Right. Oh, it's warm on the handle, like not hot, but it's warm. Let's see what we can do with this. Oh, it smells so nice. I love the smell of wood. Oh God. Ah, smoking eye, smoking eye. Oh no. I think I'm gonna have to open the window. That's better. Right. Let's try this again. So varying. Right, it's not too great like that. Let's see about a nice thin line. Let's try this. Oop, I went a bit deep there. This is a lot harder than I thought it would be. Okay, let's see if I can write a letter. I'm going to hold it like a pen, it says. Difficult to do lettering. I did an H just because it's easier to show the variation in line width. It did say to move slowly. And it seems that I wasn't moving slow enough. I'm really enjoying this, and like I said, I do like the smell of burning wood. I think the tip ended up rotating a little, but I thought I screwed it in well. Obviously I'm not going to attempt to screw with it now. But I really like this. Up here it's all cool. These are the first things I did. This is all cool. This is a tiny bit warm. Yeah, this is all good. Oh, that was a little bit of burnt wood falling off of the tip. Okay. I'm going to leave this to cool down so that I can change the tip and try something else. This is completely cold. And it is also discoloured. and I guess it will remain that way now. Right, I've tried a writing tip, so I'm going to try a decorative tip now. Let's see what I can do with, I'm looking for this one. This is the one I'm looking for. That's convenient. The only one in my left hand. Right, so I'm going to see what I can do with this now. Nothing on this actually burned particularly deep, so I'm just going to do it on the other side. Screw this in. Okay, the tip has gone silver, so effectively white hot, I guess, is what they're going for there. Let's see what happens when I just stamp this. Oh, it does turn into a little flower. I need to get the pressure even. It's a little flower. The little girl inside of me is so happy. Oh, you could almost use this for steampunk. It looks a bit like a cog as well. So much. The key really is going slowly. When you press it down firmly and turn slowly, or just generally move slowly. Let's see what happens if I try and draw a line with this. Something really weird. Okay, camera focus please. There we go. Okay. I really wish that you could smell this. I love the smell of burning wood. There's nothing quite like it. It smells like home to me. Okay, I think I've exhausted basically all of the space on this piece. Oh, but it's so much fun, honestly. If you guys ever get the chance to do pyrography, go for it. It's fantastic. So I will change the tool to one of those, and I will try and work out a pattern. I'll make some form of art, and I will make it on here. I'm so happy that this is working. I know that I have a ways to go. I know that it's not the best, but honestly, wow. I've always liked the look of this sort of thing, but if it wasn't for one of my friends, actually, I probably wouldn't have bought this kit in the first place. Hi Henry, if you're there. Yeah, I've wanted to try this for so long, but having seen what my friend can do with his pyrography set, I've just seen his work, I've not seen him actually do it. But if you've got any tips for me, Henry, I would be really grateful. It's fantastic. If you like wood, if you like fire, especially if you like the smell of burning wood and you're able to afford something like this, or you know someone that will let you borrow something like this, do it. It's, oh, I love it. I love it so much. I will be doing my main piece on here, but I visited my parents and this piece of cork was spare from some flooring that they have been doing, and it does say in the instructions that this can be used for cork, so I'm going to use this as a tester for the nib that I want to use on this. Now I've decided to go with the one that looks like a needle or a bullet, because that way I can vary the width using angles and different things, and I can try and do leaves and stuff like is on the box that this came in. Oh, when I did that, I got the main stick of it was also making a mark. It's like some plants' leaves, but not like the ones that I'm going for, so maybe... Oh, damn it, I got the thing there again. It might be really fun, but it is also slightly difficult. Looks like I do just have to draw them out and then fill them in, which isn't what I was expecting, but at least it is possible to get them. There are ways around everything. When things don't come out as you expect, you can always make it work another way. You just got to be creative enough to try. I've just grabbed my B pencil to do a bit of a sketch. Now, I know I want to include plants and leaves and things, just not entirely sure quite how to do it. From the instructions, I know that going with the grain is better than going against it, which is why I'm starting going this way, so that I'm following the grain rather than going that way and being against it. Not sure if you can see it too well on the camera. There we go. That's a bit better. I'm not sure how well doing this will come out with this nib, so I might have to go back to the star nib, which can create flowers. Right, guys, check this out. I was doing some experiments and I found a great petal shape over here. Unfortunately, I was so into it that I kind of dragged the cork off camera. So I will show you what I was doing up here. We seem to be just about there with the heating up of the tool. But looking at this, I think the reason why I didn't like this side is actually because of those teeny weeny flowers. As much as I enjoy doing them, I don't think it works in this pattern. It's something that I'll do on one of the other pieces for sure, but I don't think it works here.
Mm-hmm.
I did this for you.
Oh.
I'm still trying to rub out the edge bits. I have tried a couple of times, but I'll keep going.
I think it's lovely.
Yay.
Thank you.
We're about a day later. You just saw Jason's reaction to what I did for him. Just reviewing the mistakes that I've made in this week's video. So they start with the drawing. As you know, I drew on one side and redrew on the other. You really need to know what you want to do before you start drawing it out, because I'll show you, I've not tried rubbing this off. There are a few marks still on this side, even though I've rubbed them out multiple times, but I'll just show you what rubbing this out does. You need to follow the grain to start with. The grain's that way. It does get rid of it a bit, but as soon as you look, it's very noticeable. So you need to definitely go over everything that you do in order to not have pencil marks all over it. Another thing that I did wrong is the surface I was working on. This desk, all white and lovely, underneath all the white and lovely is wood. Now I'm using a very thin piece of wood here, and a thin piece of wood gets hot very quickly. So the desk gets hot as well, and I found that I was worrying that the paint might start smoking or something. So in future I will be doing my projects on something along the lines of those silicone discs that you can get to put your pots on when you've taken them off the stove. I found when I was partway through, I'm sure that you remember when I was trying to tighten up the nibs, yeah, you really need to make sure that you put it in as tight as you possibly can before you heat it up, because it's going to get looser. And make sure you have the window open, because when I didn't have this window open, my eyes were watering. I couldn't even see what I was doing. I think that's about it, actually. So not too many mistakes this time round, just a few things to work on, and I'm going to be turning the two of these into nice little bookmarks, which is what I pinched a load of ribbon from my mum for. She will be getting back the stuff that I don't use. I will probably be doing an update video on the projects I've been working on recently, and the results will be in there. Don't forget to like for every mistake that I've made, which is not as many as I was expecting, to be honest. And I will see you soon.